I'm at the church of St Margaret's at Stanford Rivers, Essex. Thought I'd have a quick wander around. Now, St Margaret's dates from the 12th century. The old lamps there. There would have been a site here from Saxon times. As you enter this lovely sort of valley of trees, you're met by this church that comes out. The darkness into the light, it's very nice. Got a bright red door. Nice tall spire there. It's situated 1 mile from the Ongar Road, joins onto Romford. It's not open today, but sometimes you can enter. So at the top there you've got an original Norman 12th century window with flint put into it around the edge. This church had a lot of work done over the years. It's for the size of the area. It's in a rural setting. It's a really big church. So you can see the buttresses there, about 3 foot thick, and the same goes for the walls in the nave. And there's one of the original windows. But this is the south side of the church, and it did have bomb damage, suffered from bomb damage from a V1 rocket. And one of the positives that came from that was the ceiling in the chancel there fell down and exposed 15th century timbers, and also that window was blocked up, and you can see it's had a lot of bomb damage, a lot of damage to it. It's got some strange little features. To appreciate, you really got to go inside. It's stunning. It's got some sort of like a fire door there, some sort. So, like I've said, it's in a rural setting, and this area from 11th to 16th century, the lords of the capital manor were not resident here. It wasn't until 1548 that Stanford Rivers was given to Queen Mary. Now if you look at the chancel, it just looks really awkward the way it's built. So what they did, to match the height, they bricked up where the windows are, so they could join it up to the same level. That's what they did. The north porch up there is currently being used as a vestry. And there's a oak tree here with steps. We look here, we've got a rather strange oak tree growing right into this iron fence, and the same on this side, all the way through. That's peculiar. So now on the north side, and it gives you the scale of the church. It's massive. Quite a small village here. Is that a grave marker, possibly? Don't know. So this porch, north porch, it's incredibly old, 15th century. Original timbers, currently used for storage. Shame it's not used. It's on the old windows, Norman period. So before the 1066 conquest of Normans, the Lewin family were the main landowners here. So there'd been the Saxon period. And then after the conquest, the priests Ingelric and Eustace of Boulogne. The tower, it's got 3 bells. Well, it did have 3 bells in 1552, and they're massive bells. Each one was a yard wide and a yard deep, or more or less. And it also had 2 Sanctus bells and a handbell. Today we got 2 bells, a 1609 and a 1662. But one was damaged in 1944. The third was sold in 1806 for steeple repairs. It looks like over the centuries they've had leading problems with that steeple there. In 1606, the Archdeacon visited St Margaret's, and he complained of broken windows and stonework, dirty walls. And again in 1683, the church wardens were ordered to repair the porches and the cracked steeple, and it was tilting. Also in 1683, the communion rails were added after the Archdeacon's visit, when he said the table should be railed in. The old church got electricity in 1952, and inside you can actually go through these double doors, and there's a set of stairs, and there's about like a raised level up there. It's a gallery added in 1817. It's got a 13th century font. Inside we have slabs on the floor. Some of its history. We've got 1535, Thomas Green and his two wives. Green gave instruction to be buried in the chancel. There's also many slabs from the Peter family. Peter family are still in residence in Gatestone Hall, so the massive landowners. There's a brass of 1540, man in armour with his wife. It's as you can see, a massive church, and it can seat 300 people. The current Reverend is Neil Taylor, and Reverend Taylor conducts regular short courses at the village pub, and there you can learn about the gospel and just socialise, which is the best place to socialise apart from a church. And on the church website it states, at St Margaret's we believe that the church is not about the building. As beautiful and historic as it is, it's all about the people, and they're open every Sunday for worship. So I hope you enjoyed that.